So, like doing music all these years, I've always heard everybody say, that's for kids. You need to stop doing that. Or, you're never going to make it. You're not good enough. You're not this. And there's been many a times I've been in the studio with nobody that, say like producer or not producers, rappers that don't have no name, ain't nothing, barely trying to spend any money. And they like, yeah, your beats ain't dope. But then to sit in the studio session with Method Man, and for Method Man to sit there and bow to me and the whole team and tell us like we're fucking amazing and that he hasn't been inspired to write in a long time and we've inspired him. You know what I'm saying? It really made every no, every year a failure. You're this, you ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't gonna be this or that. All of it just went completely out the window.
One, two, yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, sir, you are tuned in. This is for the SB1200, ASR 10s and NPC heroes. This is for the crate digging, loop getting, sound manipulators, the Fruity Loop reasoning machine innovators that pump the bass and frequently freak the kick in a stand till it slaps in your speakers. The sound providers that make sure the song is tight. Shout out to the producers, beats grinding live. Shout out to the producers, beats grinding live.
Welcome to the Beats Grinding Life podcast with your host Siren, a weekly interview podcast with inspiring music producers, where every week you will learn from a different music producer how to potentially take your music career to the next level.
Today's episode of Beats Grinding Life is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audio download and 30-day free trial at beatsbooks.com. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Some recommended readings by past Beats Grinding Life guests like 48 Laws of Power, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Secret, Tools of Titans, and The Song Machine are all available with Audible. Once again, go to beatsbooks.com to get your free book. Yo, what's up, Beat Grinders? This is Siren Beats, the host of this podcast, Beats Grinding Life, a podcast dedicated to educating, connecting, and guiding producers of all levels all around the world. With us today, we got with us The Genius. The Genius is a music producer and composer from Pontiac, Michigan. The Street Gang Productions member and founder is a proven fighter and is living life to the fullest. He has defied the odds by overcoming a near-fatal motorcycle accident in 2008 to becoming one of the dopest new producers. His credits include Method Man, Yo Gotti, Gunplay, Bleu DaVinci, Worldstar, Shave 45, XXL, and many others. Yo, Genius, how you doing, man?
What up, though? Doing good, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm glad to have you up on the show, man.
Oh, yeah, same here.
Okay, man. Well, I just read a brief intro on you, man. Why don't you let the Beat Grinders know something that they may not know about you? A little fun fact.
Fun fact about me. A lot of people don't know this, but I got 4 kids.
Oh, okay.
I be out here making them. I know what I'm doing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, I definitely see where the drive and motivation comes from. Where part of it comes from, at least. So.
Right, yeah. Definitely. Look, school clothes and shoes get expensive.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I got 2 little ones myself, man, so I'm just now finding out all about that, man. What are the age ranges?
I got 10, 9, 7, and 1.
Okay. Not bad ages, man. And even got the little one up in there, so that's right. What's up. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that causes the most trouble, too.
Always, man. Always. I already know. So that's what's up, man. All right, man. Well, I like I said, I read a brief intro on you, man, and man, your history is powerful, man. I mean, like I said, you overcame some odds, man, and we definitely want to dive into your past. But before we do that, man, I just want to know what made you get started in music. What made you want to become a producer?
So I started producing off of, I've always loved music.
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of my friends, they used to make beats, and we was in like middle school, high school, freshmen in high school, and we was always real competitive. You know what I'm saying? So my homeboy was making beats and shit, and he was trying. It was back when like Dipset was popping.
Okay.
And he was trying to make them type of beats, and we was talking shit, and I'm like, bro, like you suck. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make beats way better than you. And he was like, no, you can't. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can. And that's pretty much where the spark was just me competing with him, and like I fell in love with it.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, competitive spirit, it brings the best out of everybody, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And is your buddy still making beats now?
No, he stopped. He just raps now. He's actually a pretty big battle rapper.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Okay. All right, man. Well, when you first started out, man, when you and your buddy were talking shit to each other and trying to beat each other, what kind of equipment were you using? What'd you start off with?
FL and a computer keyboard.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
It was horrible. Like it was so bad. Like the shit moved so slow because his dumb ass, he had so much porn and shit on his computer, bro. Like so it was like it took me probably an hour just to make a drum pattern.
Oh man, shit, man. Well, that's what's up, man. I mean, it doesn't matter, really what kind of equipment, as long as you got to learn, and as long as you got the fundamentals down. I mean, obviously, it's taking you to where you are now and beyond. It looks like you're doing some pretty big things, and you're about to do even more. So that's what's up, man. Well, when you were coming up, who were some of the producers that inspired you? I know that you said Dipset for sure. So. It sounds like
Dipset was my homeboy. I like Dipset, but I wasn't big on Dipset.
Okay.
I was more of a G-Unit fan.
Okay.
But my inspiration, like if I look back at like producers and stuff that kind of like inspired me, was one of the first producers was Rick Rubin.
Nice. All right.
Back in, because my pops used to watch Crush Groove. A lot of people don't know that movie, but it had the Beastie Boys, Fat Boys, LL Cool J, Run DMC, like everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? And Ricky was in his college dorm making a beat and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit was it was dope as hell.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I mean, now you make me feel bad because you said your pops was watching that movie. I mean, I remember Crush Groove, so I mean now I'm feeling hella old right now. I still watch it. I love that movie. Right. That's what's up, man. Okay, well, Rick Rubin, man, that's a great start. He's definitely a pillar in hip hop, man. I mean, he definitely created some stuff like you said. All those artists you named, he definitely had a big hand in helping their careers, and they're all legendary. Is there anybody else that inspired you while you're making beats, or while you were making beats? Was there anybody that you're like, I want to make beats like this person?
Dre and Scott Storch.
Dope, man. Dope. Nice. Okay. I mean, the same can be said for both of them. Now we just said about Rick Rubin, so definitely Dr. Dre. So okay. All right, man. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we're always trying to. Always trying to uplift the producer, and but this is the portion where we take a little turn, man. And I definitely try to give you a 1-2 punch in the gut, man. I'm gonna try to make you cry a little bit, man, because I'm gonna make you talk about a major setback or failure that you've had, man. And if you can just tell me a failure or setback that you've had that you can tell us about that you've been able to overcome, man, that'd be great.
So this is probably about the third year that I was really taking music serious. And at the time, I had a crazy baby mama. And me and her, like, I left the crib and was just like, man, I'm out. I ain't never coming back. All this shit. And I was out, and I was chilling with my homeboys or whatever. We was out at the club or something. My phone goes off. And I open it up, and I look at these pictures that I got text from her. And she threw all of my equipment all over the basement.
Ooh, you're kidding.
My computer screen. I had the old KRKs, the flat boys in the front.
Yeah.
My MIDI keyboard. I had an MPC 2500. Like, she smashed all of that shit because she found out I was fucking another bitch. So after that, it was this guy. It was like he was just like a local person that had like a little bit of a buzz. He was trying to get some beats, and he was actually trying to spend like $500 a beat. So pretty much what I had to do is I ended up having to drive like an hour and a half to somebody else's house that I knew that had all the equipment that I knew how to use.
Okay.
To go and make some beats, so I could sell them to him. So I ended up selling 2 beats. So then I kind of bought most of my shit back.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Damn, man, it pays to have a great network, man. It pays to know people.
Yeah, you gotta know people,
you.
man.
Yeah.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they try to just act like you're too good. Like don't ever shit on nobody for no reason, honestly, because the person that may be the most horrible producer in the world might know that person that's right next to a major artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like you never know.
Yep, that's so true, man. That's so true. Or the person that's the most horrible producer at the moment could get their skills up and be the hottest producer, so man, that's crazy, man. Well, like I said, your network, I mean, you knew the producer that let you make beats over at his house, and then you also knew the artist that needed beats, at the time. So that's what's up. That's what's up, man. There's definitely some great lessons in there, man. There's a few great lessons, like I said, your network. Probably don't cheat on your woman. Protect your equipment. Get a lock on the door or something, man. But that's what's up. There's a lot to take away from that, man. And I'm just gonna have you just expand on that a little bit because I did bring it up in the intro, and it is a powerful story that you had, man. Your motorcycle accident. That seems like the biggest setback ever that one can come back from, man. Can you just talk about that for a minute?
So my motorcycle accident, around that time I was 18, just about to turn 9. Well, I just turned 19, and I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's most of everybody grew up in the hood. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? That's how I made money and shit.
Right.
And at the time, my brother just got in trouble. He actually got put in prison for life for murder.
Ooh, sorry.
And I had a friend die that got shot in the head. And then I got into my motorcycle. I just got on probation. I got caught up. So I was on probation for a while. I got into my motorcycle accident. It's like music was always on the back burner. I never really took it serious because I wasn't making as much money as I was from the streets.
Right.
So got into my motorcycle accident. I was headed downtown where I live at, and I was doing like 90 on a street that you're supposed to be doing 35 on. And a guy ran a stop sign, and pretty much I couldn't stop. So I went underneath his van, and he ran me over and shot the motorcycle down the street. And pretty much I died in the middle of the street.
Ooh.
And it was right in front of a block party. So my uncle was there, and he came, brought me back to life or whatever. And through the whole time, I was in a coma for about a week. I was in the hospital for a few months. And I died 8 times through that whole little transition of all that. And just after that, it was so much shit going on in life, and I just had my son. My son was just born like maybe 2 months after I got done with my accident, and I was just like, man, like I gotta find something to do. And I technically was mentally handicapped for about a year, so I had to learn how to walk, talk, everything all over again. I couldn't even hold a conversation with you, but I could still make beats. They weren't the greatest beats,
right?
But it was like my outlet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of my friends was like, bro, like you dope as hell. Like this is what you need. This is what you're here for. So I just took that and just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I really just need to do this shit full time.
Damn, that's what's up, man. That's wow. That's I mean,
it's crazy.
I said I was gonna try to give you a 1-2 punch in the gut and make you cry, but damn, you may have just gave me a couple, man. So damn, man, that's well, I'm glad that you're here for one, man. And I mean, they say cats have 9 lives. Obviously, that applies to you. You got one more. So
got one more left.
Well, damn, man. Well, I'm glad that you made it through, man. I'm glad that you saw, what you're here, what you're set on this earth to do, man, is make beats, because you're definitely excelling at it, and you couldn't do anything else except for make beats. And I think that was definitely God's way of telling you what you were here for, man. So. That's what's up, man. Well, thank you for sharing that story, man. It just makes me realize that nothing's guaranteed in this world, and so if we want to get it, man, we got to do it today, tomorrow, every day that we're here. So
Right.
All right, man. Well, damn, we, just brushed up on some hard times, man. Let's hop on the other side of the fence, man. Why don't you tell me your greatest achievement or your crowning moment that you've had?
My greatest achievement. I would have to say, I mean, I've done a lot, but probably my favorite and in my opinion, my best one is the recent one that we did with Method Man and Ill Will.
Dope.
The reason for that is because a lot of times, like, producers, like, you submit beats, you send beats to people, yo, check out my beats, you do all this bullshit.
Right.
They'll get your beat, you never hear anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, last minute, they may hit you up and try and pay. And a lot of times with the shit we deal with in the producer community, they don't even want to do that. And then, like, it'll just pop up and you'll see a song somewhere and you produce it and you're like, well, I didn't even fucking know y'all was doing anything with it.
Right.
So it's like, I've done a lot of stuff, but never was anything like hands-on, like a real producer. You know what I'm saying? So with the Method Man shit, bro, down to the video, to the color of what people wore in the video, the location, the production, the singer who we picked, everything down to a T of what actual producers are supposed to do. Me and my whole team did that.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, we actually went to the studio with Method Man and was in there with him for about 6 hours.
Damn. That's
you know
tight.
what I'm saying? Like, having life conversations, music conversations, making fun of each other, like, all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that to me was the best thing that I've ever experienced with music.
For sure, man. For sure. Damn. Were you ever a big Wu-Tang fan?
I wasn't as when I was younger, but as I got older, I fell in love with it just because, as you get older, doing music and stuff and everything, you start to expand and listen to new stuff. Right. And like me and my friend, the one I told you I was like arguing with, telling him I can make beats better. Me and him used to argue because he was a Wu-Tang fan. And like as I got older, I'm just like, bro, like, cause he didn't like Tupac. And I didn't like Wu-Tang, so we used to go back and forth. And then as we got older, I'm like, bro, like, I don't know why I never appreciated Wu-Tang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then that was like my early 20s when I started realizing, like, yeah, like, Wu-Tang's the shit.
Yeah, I know all about it, man. I mean, I had friends just like that, man, where I was all East Coast out and I was all about Wu-Tang, and I had friends that were all about Dog Pound and Tupac, and and then as I got older, I'm like, damn, why didn't I listen to E40 and Tupac and all these cats, before? But yeah, I know how that goes, man. But damn, I mean, let's go back to what you were talking about, man. I mean, how much confidence does that give you? I mean, that you were able to do that with a legendary cat like Method Man. He gave you guys that trust. I mean, that honestly is huge.
Going through music, like a lot of, like, being a producer, you deal with a lot of shit. It's a lot of times it's depressing. Right. You want to give up. You don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to deal with people. And then, like, even your personal life, like, if you're you got a girl, you're married, your family, like, everything, like, people don't understand it. You feel me? So it's like everything that we do, we don't get paid for. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, just to be in a room with somebody to build a relationship with, or maybe gain an opportunity, we're doing that, not getting paid, and spending 6-7 hours in the studio, not coming home till 5 o'clock in the morning. And the average person doesn't understand what we're doing. Right. So, like, doing music all these years, I've always heard everybody say, that's for kids. You need to stop doing that. Or, you're never going to make it. You're not good enough. You're not this. And there's been many a times I've been in the studio with nobody that, say, like, not producers, rappers that don't have no name, ain't nothing, barely trying to spend any money. And they like, yeah, your beats ain't dope. But then to sit in a studio session with Method Man, and for Method Man to sit there and bow to me and the whole team, and tell us, like, we're fucking amazing, and that he hasn't been inspired to write in a long time, and we've inspired him. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It really made every year a failure. You're this. You ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't gonna be this or that. All of it just went completely out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild, bro. Like, honestly, it's like, and to explain to that situation even more, like, we was there, and you know what I'm saying, like, he's never heard, like, our beats just straight up, just like, because we got some opportunities with him. And we were in there, and I told him, like, yo, bro, like, we've been working on shit for you for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Before we had the studio session, he was like real nonchalant about it. Like, oh, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really even like interested, right? You know, which is typical. You know, like he said, he's fucking Method Man. You know how many people try and bother him or give him beats and all that stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, we was kicking it for a while, and we went into the studio and shit, and we was in there. We played the first beat. His whole mood just changed completely and looked over at us. It was me and my homeboy Chris Wells, and he was looking at us, and he was like, y'all made these? You know what I'm saying? And like, it was just like a little kid that just found a fucking new candy that he loves. And he was like, and you know, Meth got that raspy voice. He was like, I like that.
That's dope.
And then he just started rapping on our shit. Play that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fucking experience was just, it was crazy.
I bet, man. I bet. Wow, man. That's lovely, man. I mean, like you said, nobody could tell you shit after that, man. I mean,
nah,
man.
not at all.
Right.
Nah, look, we making jokes and shit. Motherfuckers were like, yeah, bro, you give me some free beats. I'm like, free?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that? That's what's up. Yeah, the price has definitely gone up, man. And I don't blame you at all, man. And yeah, man, I mean, like, nobody can tell you guys shit, man. Method Man is giving you guys a stamp of approval, man, and that's all you need. So you guys are gonna move forward with that, man. That's dope, man. You guys have nothing but good things to come. So that's what's up. All right, man. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we're always striving for greatness, man. I'm always personally trying to find out what can I do, what can I add to my daily rituals so that I can get to that next level, man. And I'm just gonna ask you, what do you do in a typical day? So maybe I can take something from what you do and apply it to what I'm doing.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not rich, we're not famous. So it's like we have everyday lives. Like, you know, we go to work just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's not my main focus. You know, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you really gotta find, like, you know, when I'm not in the studio, if, you know, me and the team ain't in the studio working, if I'm at work, you know what I'm saying, I'm just making the day go by. But while I'm doing that, I'm networking, I'm hitting people up. Yo, did you get this? You know what I'm saying? When you gonna be done with this song? I need your information so we can register the song. You know, what events coming up? Like, you just constantly have to be working somehow in music, because a lot of people that make beats, it's really confusing to them to think that just because they sit in the studio every single day, all day, and make beats, that they're gonna make it.
Right.
It's a lot of work outside of the studio, of just rubbing elbows with people and talking and being places. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, we've had to be in the same room with somebody 4 or 5 times throughout months before we even start doing music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like, I always try to give people, like, you know, like, the example, it's like, if you walking down the street and you see a bad bitch, you're not just gonna walk up to her. Some people might, because they're reckless. But you're not just gonna walk up to her like, bro, I want to fuck you, I want to give you a baby right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna do that. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, you know, maybe real rare some shit might happen. That bitch is nasty. But that's how everybody acts when they meet an artist. You know what I'm saying? You bump into this big artist. Like, you bump into him, you see him, yo, I want to send you some beats, man. You'd be crazy on one of my tracks. It don't work like that. Right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that artist is already looking at you like, what the fuck?
Like,
get
who the
out
fuck
of my
is
face.
this dude? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, oh, you trying to give me beats too? Like, it's 100 other motherfuckers that send the beats to my email.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make a relationship with them to where they can, like, be cool with you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we do music and all this shit. Because, like, even when producers, like, hit us up, like, yo, bro, we got a collab. Like, I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to, you know, like, you're not about to come to my house, you know, and come and fuck with us. Like, I don't even know who you are.
Right.
So it's like, you got to take the time. You know what I'm saying? You bump into that artist at the club or at some event. Hey, what's up, bro? You dope as hell, bro. You know, I'm such and such from Street Gang. You know, like, hey, man, have a good day. Nice meeting you.
Right.
Leave him alone. Bump into him again. Hey, bro, man, remember I seen you last time at this shit? Oh, what's good? What's going on, man? How you been? That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, people are just so forceful and just, it's all take. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like that.
Right. That's what's up, man. Well, thank you for bringing that up. That's a great point, man. And like, once again, man, there's so many gems in that one answer. You know, like you said, you're just at work just to pass time by. You're it's not your career. That's not what you're trying to do as a career. You're just there to help your music career, make money for your music career. So And while you're there, you know, be it on your lunch breaks or when you got free time, whatever, you know, you're networking. And that's what's up. Always on the job. And then you said, you know, it's not just about being in the studio and making beats. Anybody can make beats in the studio all day long, you know, but if nobody hears them, it doesn't mean a thing. You got to get out to get them heard, get out to network to make sure that they get in the right hands. And then, you know, you also said just being around people, you know, and not being so forceful. If you're somewhere, somebody sees you once, somebody sees you twice, 3 times, they're going to be inclined to talk to you because they're going to see, oh, this person's serious. At every event I go to, they're at this event. So they must be just as serious as me. Let me fuck with them. Let me see what's up with them. So, man, a lot of gems in there. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Well, this next portion is called In the Studio. We're just gonna talk about your studio. I can't see it right now. The beat grinders listening, they can't see your studio. So we want to know, man, what do you all have in there, and how you use it, man. So first off, what do you do when you first start crafting beats? Do you have any kind of ritual or anything? Do you turn on the lights? Do you have a drink? Do you smoke? What do you do?
We turn on the lights. We got like a lava lamp thing.
Nice.
And we got like this strobe light looking thing that plugs into the lamp. And we talk shit, honestly. Sometimes we drink some beers, you know what I'm saying? And just like catch up with each other, like, yo, what's up? How the day been? You know, like how the fam.
Dope.
And then we just be talking shit, like, man, you seen this bitch on Instagram with this fat ass? Like that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like my kind of environment. I'm liking this already.
So we might, you know, sometimes, you know, if we just get off work, we shoot straight to the studio. We may, on the way, we ordering something to eat to get delivered. You know what I'm saying? So we eating and we bullshitting, drinking, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And just vibing. You feel me? So
yeah, dope, man, dope. I love it. Sounds like not just a studio, but a man cave.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What's your not so secret weapon that you got up in there?
Man, not so secret weapon. I don't know. That's actually a really good question. You know what? My not so secret weapon is my team.
Nice. And I was gonna ask you too. You said we. You know, when you were talking about the studio, but who is we? Who is your team? I mean, I know Street Gang, but like ER Beats, he's not in Michigan. He's in New York. So I mean, who's all in there with you on the daily?
Yeah, so in Michigan, it's 5 of us that are in Street Gang. ER is the only one that's not from Michigan, Detroit area. Okay. And we met him. Well, me and X are the original founders of Street Gang, and me and him actually went to an iStandard event in Chicago, and we met ER. Like when we was at the event, like motherfuckers was acting all funny and shit, wouldn't talk to people. You know, they just thought they was the dopest shit in the world. And just me and ER just clicked. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about shoes and shit and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So after that, we always like stayed in touch. You know what I'm saying? We was collabing on shit and, you know, keeping up with each other, like what we was doing and stuff. So
nice.
We did that. But then here's me, Chris Wells, X. Me and X started Street Gang, and then Blizzard.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the 5 of us. So really here it'll be like me, X, Chris, and Blizzard all the time. Or just me and Chris. So we bounce back and forth. That's
what's up, man. It's so funny because as soon as you said, you know, ER is the only one in New York, the rest of us are in Michigan, I thought of Chris Wells and I thought of Blizzard, and I'm like, why'd I even ask that? But
right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, who is X? That's the only one I'm not familiar with.
So X is the ghost.
Okay.
He doesn't like social media. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just more of a studio body.
Okay. That might be,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it's like he's just, when he's in the studio, he makes magic. You know what I'm saying? But all the other bullshit, dealing with people, the headaches and all that, like he don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's where, you know, we a team. Yeah. So he can be like that if he wants to. Yeah, no doubt. Everybody, I mean, in the team, they work towards their strengths, you know, and so that's what's up. Okay. All right, man. Well, what all do you have in your studio? What equipment and software do you currently have in there? What's all in your toolbox? So we got the Rocket 8s, Key Station 88. That's the Fire. The Kai Fire. FL Studio, Reason, Pro Tools.
Nice.
We had the Chaotic Eyeball when we record people, guitars and shit. Chris is a real fucking guitar player.
Dope.
So, you know what I'm saying? We do all that shit. You can do the bass and guitar. So we do beats with live bass, live guitar.
Nice.
A fucking futon couch. Just in case you get tired.
Right.
Hey, that's about it.
Okay. I mean, that's wow, man. That's all you need, man. I just gotta ask because you got 2 DAWs up in there. I don't know if FL is considered a DAW though, but
it's a
digital audio workstation. I guess so. So,
right.
What are you using Pro Tools for? Are you using that to track and record vocals?
We use that more because like we're just more focused on Reason and FL. So Chris does anything that we do, like if we do a song with somebody, we actually have control of the song. So we mix and we master it.
Dope.
Because there's a certain quality of a sound that we want. And everybody's not going to do what we can, so we try to control that. So we just use the Pro Tools when they send us the sessions, and then we dump it into FL. Okay. And then Chris works magic with the mixing and mastering.
All right, Beat Grinders, if there's anything that the genius mentioned that caught you guys' attention that you want to check out or do some research on, I'll definitely provide links to everything that he just mentioned within the show notes. So you guys go to Beats Grinding Life under Genius's show notes and you will find them there. All right, man. Oh, actually, you guys will find everything on there that he mentioned except for the futon. I don't know what kind of futon he has, and it's probably not even worth my time to even look to even check it out. So,
right.
But okay. Well, this next portion is called In the Mix. We're just gonna speed things up like rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. You give me a quick answer. But if you need to take your time, it's no problem, man.
Okay.
Do you prefer making beats with samples or without?
Either or.
Nice. I love that answer. What's your opinion on selling and leasing beats online?
I'm not an online person, but I'm not against it though.
Okay.
I'm more of a I want to see your energy and see what type of person you are.
For sure, I feel.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that type of shit.
Yeah. All right. A plugin that you think every producer should have in their arsenal.
Back mask.
Back mask. What's that?
It's pretty much if you make a piano pattern, you know, like if you just make a simple 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern, right? You throw back mask on that shit, it's gonna reverse everything every time it hits, but it's still gonna sound like it's like normal.
I got you.
Like a reverse on it's crazy. It's kind of hard to describe. But
no, I got you. I
it's
feel
from the company's Freak Show Industries. Like their shit is amazing.
Okay.
They actually got a couple, but Backmass is a big one that we use all the time. I love that damn thing.
That's what's up, man. Is that specific to a certain DAW, or is that on? Can you use it on anything?
You can use it on anything.
Okay. That's what's up. Thank you for that gem, man.
Oh yeah.
Is there a book that you think every producer should read? And when and it doesn't have to be limited to just music books. It can be a book about anything.
So actually my homeboy Chris put me on a book. It is called Music Theory for Computer Musicians.
Damn.
So, you know, because this is like the type of shit we do nowadays with the computers and stuff. It's completely different than, you know, the older guys.
Right. Okay.
It's a pretty good book.
I'm gonna thank you for that. I haven't heard of that, but that definitely sounds like a book that I need to dive into. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and Beat Grinders, you guys know that I'm a big time reader. I love getting into books and reading them, but we always don't have, as producers, we don't have time to open up a book. And thank God that there's audible.com. And if you guys don't have time to get into a book, but you have time to put on headphones and listen to a book, go to beatsbooks.com, go get a free book. Sign up for a month. At the end of the month, you can terminate your contract and keep the free book, and you can get a book just like the one that Genius mentioned. So once again, that's beatsbooks.com. All right, man. Well, I want to know, is there an internet resource that you use that you think every producer could benefit from? And when I say internet resource, I mean a website, maybe like genius.com or or a mobile app, maybe like Google Calendar.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Street Gang Productions that's actually in the process.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Something that honestly, I mean, we use it's fucking. We live and die by YouTube. You know, like if you can't figure out something, you can YouTube it and somebody's done it. You know what I'm saying? Like samples, like YouTube is life now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
you're definitely right. Yeah, that's the number one answer for this question, man, and for good reason, for all the reasons you just stated, you know. And so I know some people have called it YouTube University, and yeah, you can learn anything on there. It's the greatest resource, not just for music producers, but for anybody in any field that you're in. So,
yep.
All right, man. Well, we're just gonna slow it down real quick. I want to know, what was your first placement that you got? And if you can just describe the feeling to us and what it felt like to you, because you know there's a lot of listeners that don't have that first placement, and maybe your story can give them some added inspiration to go out and get it.
My very first placement, I'm trying to think. First one that I had, I mean, technically, I'm trying to think, but probably the first good one was gonna be Gunplay.
Okay, nice.
So that was and it was a while ago. It was around the time when 50 and Rick Ross was really beefed out.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
You know, his name was pretty big. You know what I'm saying? So around that time, I know some people that live in Florida, and they were doing a song with him. And pretty much like they hit me up, you know, just because we had that relationship, and they got the beat from us, and we got our placement with Gunplay. They did a video and everything to it.
Damn.
It was dope, man. I mean, it was cool. You know, it was exciting. But the only bad thing about it, I mean, it didn't do like big numbers. It wasn't this huge song or something. It was like a real like street anthem kind of in Florida.
Right.
The video was like real low budget. I think it only hit like 15,000 views or something. And I only got paid like $100 for the beat.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, at that time I was just young, and you know, I was still kind of didn't understand the business or how to do things.
Right.
I was just so excited about having the song with him on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just didn't really care, and I was like, I thought I made it because of that.
Right.
So, but I mean, it was cool though. That was I would say that was like my first really good placement.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And I mean, it's all part of the experience too. I mean, when you're young into the game like that, I mean, yeah, you want money and you want to, you know, cake up off of something, but at the same time, it's more about the experience. Even if you get dick, you know, you get the experience of that, and then you get to learn, okay, well, maybe I should handle my business a little differently. So that's what's up. Okay, man. What was the name of the song so that we can look it up?
It was Nate Diesel featuring Gunplay. Fuck these.
Okay.
It's a very unique name.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
That was back when them horns were real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And trap beats and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of horns going on.
Well, Beat Grinders, if you guys want, you can definitely go pause this interview now and go check it out on YouTube, and then come back to the interview. But all right, man. Well, what's your favorite song that you ever produced?
The favorite song I have ever produced. I love the Method Man and Ill Will track.
Oh, nice.
That was a crazy experience. Like the whole, I gotta go with that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. ER said the same thing, man. I mean, yeah, just from what you told me, man. I mean, I was just gonna say that's my favorite. I mean, just from everything that you did, just from what you said, man. So that's what's up, man. All right. What's an album besides one that you worked on that you recommend every producer listen to, and why?
I would say trying to think of this damn album. Man, that's a tough question. Because it's like, I mean, you can go so many different ways.
Yep, there's so many albums. But even like just for like referencing or something that you may think just have like beats that inspire or.
I would say probably I'll do it like this. So hip hop album that's like a must listen is DMX's Blood of My Blood or Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Okay, nice.
Like rock and shit like that. The Eagles' Greatest Hits or Air Supply Greatest Hits is fucking amazing.
Okay.
Like if you want to like if someone's like trying to do some shit and like you want to get some type of inspiration like with guitars and stuff like the Air Supply and the Eagles are fucking, when it comes to guitars, they're amazing.
Damn.
R&B, man, what's the name of that damn album? Justin Timberlake's, the one that him and Timberland and Scott Storch produced.
Oh fuck! Is it not?
I can't remember the name.
Justified or?
No, I don't think it was Justified. It was the one that pretty much because Timberland and Scott Storch got into they was beefed out over it.
Right. Okay. I knew that.
I can't remember, that album record for R&B is that album is fucking amazing.
Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'll throw it in the show notes or something.
Okay.
Man, but I mean, anything that him and Timberland did, I think are great albums to reference if you're trying to make R&B music. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And DMX's Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. And I haven't heard that.
Amazing album.
Yeah, no doubt. It still stands the test of time. It's still, you can still listen to it from front to back. I haven't heard the Eagles' Greatest Hits. I gotta do that. I gotta do that tonight, man. So yeah,
they got I'm telling you, the Eagles got some shit.
Okay. Well,
that Justin album, it was Justified.
Justified. Okay. That's what's up.
So that was the album.
That's what's up. Well, thank you for those, man. Beat Grinders, if you guys need to hear any of those albums, like I need to listen to the Eagles album. If you need to hear any of those albums, go to Beats Grinding Life under the Geniuses show notes, and I'll definitely provide links to those. All right, man. Well, I want to know, what's your Mount Rushmore for producers, man? We're tearing down all the faces. We're not having any more presidents up there. We're only putting up producers because they're the most important people in the world. So, what 4 producers would you have on Mount Rushmore?
Prince.
Okay.
Dr. Dre. Of course. Rick Rubin. And then I would say Pharrell.
Nice, man. Damn. That's a great Mount Rushmore right there. I mean, on any given day, that could possibly be mine right there, man. But I mean, that's you're drawing from a lot of great inspiration. Prince, one of the greatest of all time.
Man,
he could play so many different instruments, and then he produced his own music. All those albums, and then you got Dr. Dre. We don't even need to speak on him because we have so many times on here, but just legendary West Coast artist. Anytime you think of West Coast music, you think of Dr. Dre. Pharrell, he's definitely doing the same thing. He's definitely carved his name in hip hop history with the different kind of music that he's made that's been unmatched to anybody else out there. And then Rick Rubin, we already spoke on him on the things that he's done to set up other legendary artists in the game by providing sound for them and helping to create Def Jam music. So, which was a big platform for hip hop artists. So that's what's up, man. That's a great, they say that Mount Rushmore, the founding fathers, the peelers of America. And I think that the people you just named are definitely that for hip hop. All right, man. Well, what's the perfect studio session to you, man? I want you to imagine that you just woke up from a dream, and in that dream, you had the perfect studio session. And that perfect studio session included one artist, one producer to go along with you, one engineer, and one random person. Who are those 4 people going to be that make up the perfect studio session?
Let's see. So, producer is going to be Dre.
Okay.
artists, and some people may think they may say it's cliche, but it is what it is. Dre, and then Pac.
Okay.
The random person in the room would probably end up being my son.
Dope. Nice.
And then what was the fourth person?
Engineer.
Oh, the engineer. I would have to say, damn. You know what? I had my boy Chris. Chris is engineer that shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Damn, man, that does sound like a perfect studio session right there, man. You know, we're 100 episodes. We're over 100 episodes deep of Beats Grinding Life, and we have not heard Tupac as the artist for someone's dream session. I know that is crazy, man. I cannot believe that, but damn, man, that's dope right there. When you said it's cliche to have Tupac in there, I don't think so. I thought you were gonna say Snoop or you know, Dre and Snoop together, but I think that'd be dope, man. Your sound with Dr. Dre's mixed. And then you got Chris Wells, who is not only an engineer but another producer, you know, that's gonna definitely be mixing it up with you guys. And then your son to experience the whole thing, man. That's what's up, man. I think that is a dream, man. Unfortunately, it's not a dream that can come true, but
right.
Hopefully something similar. So
right.
All right, man. Well, I want you to imagine that you just woke up and you lost everything that you had except for your knowledge and $1,000, and you woke up on a totally different planet, but a planet identical to Earth. What do you do in the next week to restart your career in music with that knowledge that you gained and that $1,000?
So, I mean, I'd get a keyboard. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably have to get something just real simple. Nothing too crazy. Probably like, I don't even know the name of it. A little bullshit keyboard for like $60.
Okay.
I'd have to purchase Reason. You know, that's my go-to.
Okay.
That, a pair of headphones, and then investing in some sounds and stuff.
Nice,
and,
man.
I would just pretty much like go crazy on beats, start hitting events, and just start from scratch. And then, I mean, honestly, with all the knowledge that I have now, if I could start all over and get a complete fresh start, like, it would move along a lot faster.
Nice, man. Nice.
So I'd be good.
Yeah, I think so, man. Just like you said, based off with the knowledge that you have, you can always make up for some of the mistakes that you made in the past. And so, but I just don't think that you'd be able to make it, man, because you still got to buy a laptop or you still got to buy a computer in order to run Reason.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
we'd probably take off the sounds, maybe no sounds, because Reason comes with sounds, right? Then just buy the computer with Reason. So
right.
All right, man. Well, when it's all said and done, man, and when this music thing is over and you have to wrap it up, which I would imagine that you're probably never going to do this because this is your calling. You'll probably do it for the rest of your life, I'm pretty sure. But when it's over, man, what do you want your legacy to be? And also, what does legacy mean to you?
To me, I want my legacy would be something that I would be able to build so my kids are good.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when, you know, I'm out of here and my kids go somewhere and they know, you know, who their father is, that they automatically have the utmost respect for them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, like that would be my thing.
Dope, man. I love that, man. That's what's up, man. I mean, you said you want to leave something for them. And, you know, the first thing I thought of was money, royalty checks, you know, and I'm sure that's exactly what you meant as well.
Come along with all that.
But then you also said, you know, when, you know, just going along with who their dad was, it's a confidence thing, you know, man, look who my dad was. I know I'm destined for greatness because I come from that, you know, and so I think that's important, man. It's all about the mindset, you know, and just knowing if kids know and they have confidence, you know, I think that they can do anything. Maybe they'll follow in your footsteps or maybe they'll pivot and do something different, but they know that they have greatness within them. So just setting them up with that, man. I love that answer, man. That means a lot to me, especially another father. So
right.
All right, man. Well, I want to know, man, we're about to wrap it up, man. I know, you said you've gone to iStandard events and you've rubbed shoulders with some great producers, some great artists. I'm pretty sure that you've soaked up some gems from them. So what's the greatest piece of advice that you've received over the years, and what advice would you have for all the beat grinders listening today?
So the best piece of advice that I ever had, and it was crazy. It was at an iStandard event. It was when I met ER. We were out there, and this guy, his name's Malik Yusuf. He's actually he's one of Kanye West's main, like, pretty much back in the day when Kanye had a hit on the radio, Malik wrote it.
Yeah, I remember.
And he was at the event and he was talking, and he did like this, like, it was like a joke kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty much like, he said that he was at home and he was watching Batman. And pretty much he was watching the Batman cartoon, and the Joker caught and trapped Bruce Wayne. And it had Bruce Wayne in his box or whatever and shit, and Bruce Wayne couldn't get out. And Joker pretty much was like, Batman comes in, my guys got him over here at this corner. He tried to come in through the top, I got people on the roof. He come from the basement, I got people down there, like, I got traps everywhere.
Right.
And he said Bruce Wayne was inside his box tripping, going crazy, because he's like, who the fuck is going to save me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do?
Right.
And after days and days and days, and the Joker is pretty much like, where the fuck is Batman at? Like, I don't know this. And then Bruce Wayne's still tripping.
Right.
It took a click in Bruce Wayne's mind to be like, bitch, I'm Batman. I'm going to save my motherfucking self.
Nice.
You feel me? So, and then he used that to tell us, like, nobody's going to work for you the way you're going to work for you.
Right.
Nobody's going to believe in you the way that you believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, like, failing is just the part of life. You know what I'm saying? It's a part, especially a part of music. You're gonna submit 1,000 fucking beats for a placement opportunity, try and play beats for people. They gonna hate them. They gonna love them. They may love them. You do a whole song to it, and it don't even make the album. It don't even get out of the damn email.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you have to fail to succeed. Never not try to do something. You feel me? Don't be one of them people that be like, oh yeah, if I would have made beats, I would have been the coder. No, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I want to, at the end of the day, if I don't make it big, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm doing what I love, I can be, at the end of the day, when I get older, I say, you know what, I tried, I had so much fun doing it, I had some success, but I didn't make it big, but I still tried.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not scared to fail. I'm just scared of not trying. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, like, a lot of people just need to get in their mind. It's just try. You feel me? Failure is part of life.
Yeah. That's great. That's great advice right there, man. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that story. That was dope, man. I mean, and with, a lot of people are afraid of failure, and unfortunately, I hate to say this, I'm one of them, and it has limited me from pursuing many opportunities. But saying that, I do know that you can't make that shot unless you actually shoot it, and nobody's gonna you don't get any praise for being that guy that pump fakes. You only get praise for making a shot. And so thank you for definitely bringing that to light, man. It makes me think about some of the moves that I should be making, and I'm definitely gonna start making them because of what you said, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and look, if anything can inspire you, bro, I'm happy to be able to give you something that you can be inspired for, because you got to shoot your shot no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, I mean, you've inspired many times over, man, in this interview, man. So many times, tenfold, man. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, man.
No problem. Appreciate you.
Man, if you have any more words for the listeners, if you want to let them know what they need to be looking out for from you, what they need to be listening to that you've already put out, and also how to contact you if you want to be contacted, man, please let them know.
If they want to contact me, it's all my social media is Genius on the Beat. It's all spelled the right way. Email, Gmail, geniusonthebeat@gmail, like everything. Just feel free to reach out. Follow me, or follow back, or whatever. Just keep pushing, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all it is to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the most amazing musician, producer in the world to be able to succeed at this shit. Just as long as your hustle can match, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, like, you're good, you know, because I know people that are amazing, you know what I'm saying, like, I've met people that are better at producing than Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, but they don't have the drive or the hustle to be able to go and do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, you hear a lot of this music, like, people complain about shit, like, oh, that shit is whack. Yeah, but they at every event. They grinding, they're networking, they're getting to know people, they're likable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just, man, get out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go interact with humans. Stop being on the computer all day.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for everything that you mentioned on here, man. I think Beat Grinders, if you guys listen to this guy, because, I mean, every time he speaks, man, I'm just like, damn, I need to change some things up. Just listen to what he's saying, man, and follow this guy's advice, and, man, you guys will be right where he is, right next to him, hopefully one day, man. And I'm thinking the same thing for myself. So, yeah, genius. Thank you once again for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate the opportunity, and you ever need something, reach out to us, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you, man. And Beat Grinders, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Beats Grinding Life. You know how it goes. If you found the show of any value, please hit the genius up and let him know. Hit him up on Instagram and just let him know what he did for you guys. And also, please take a snapshot of this podcast, put it up on your Insta stories, put it up on all social media, and let everybody know how dope Beats Grinding Life is and what it means to you guys. Tag me as well. Let me know. Be sure to rate and review this podcast within iTunes, and just put a like on it on SoundCloud and any other streaming platform that you guys are on. And you guys already know how it goes. You've been mentored this week by another dope producer. You've been mentored by the genius this week. So you guys consider yourselves lucky, and keep making beats, keep grinding, and keep living life. All right, peace, y'all.
All right, bro.
Here at Beats Grinding Life, we want to thank you for listening to another episode. We want to know, what were your biggest takeaways from this interview? Just go to beatsgrindinglife.com and leave a comment on this episode's show notes page. Also, while you are there, go subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just click the little button that says subscribe. If you could, please leave a rating and review. Rating and reviews are the best way to show your appreciation, because it helps more people find out about the podcast. So until next week's episode, keep grinding.